You will be held accountable. You will be held accountable.
You got it. Okay. All right, we're all set. Thank you.
You'll be held accountable, asshole.
Yo, hold up. Did he just say that out loud? What's going on with this guy's mouth? Hey everyone, welcome back to the chaos, because today we're diving into the wild antics of Richard, the king of digging his own legal grave every single time he opens his mouth. Seriously, the things this guy says, you won't believe how fast he sinks himself deeper and deeper. Buckle up, this one's gonna be insane.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Might I have your name, please?
I can't hardly hear you. It's
I'm sorry?
Jeffrey Bloom.
All right, Mr. Bloom. Mr. Bloom, we're here on a felony complaint today. As such, you're entitled to be represented by counsel.
I can't hear you. They got some kind of air thing going on.
I don't know why you keep looking around like that, expecting some explanation to appear out of thin air. That sound you're hearing isn't coming from the walls, it isn't coming from the floor, it isn't even coming from the room you're sitting in. Know that sound, that weird, haunting hum. It's coming from inside your own head. It's the echo of your thoughts bouncing around in the massive vortex of nothingness that exists between your ears. Every time you think you're hearing something real, you're really just listening to the void staring back at you, whispering nonsense you didn't ask for. And the scarier part? That void, it never sleeps, it never blinks. It's always there, swirling and twisting, feeding off your confusion while you sit there trying to make sense of it. So yeah, that sound you're chasing, it's just the sound of you, lost inside your own brain, orbiting the emptiness you've been carrying all along.
All right, I'll speak up. We're here today on a felony complaint. You're entitled to have to be represented by counsel. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you. Do you wish me to do that?
Yes, sir. I don't know why I'm being arraigned without having an attorney anyway.
This is the first opportunity that you've got to have the court to appoint an attorney for you. That's why.
So this isn't an arraignment?
Yes, this is an arraignment on a felony complaint.
Aren't I supposed to have an attorney present during my arraignment?
Did you not hear the magistrate? He's asking you, do you want a court-appointed attorney? This is your very first appearance. They haven't even had the chance to assign one yet, and yet here you are, acting like you know better than the court itself.
Yes, you are, if you want one. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you can't afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
The question to you is, do you want me to do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now we're cooking. Now you have an attorney. All right, Ms. Reed, how do you wish to proceed?
As I did not have a chance to meet with Mr. Bloom, we would appreciate having the complaint read on the record, but we will stand mute.
All right, well, you do want me to read it though, do you not?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so one count complaint for domestic violence, felony complaint. It's alleged that on or about July 11th of 2022, Mr. Bloom did make an assault or an assault and battery upon Tiffany Dell, a resident or former resident of his household, and or his spouse and or an individual with whom he has a dating relationship, contrary to the laws of the state of Michigan. This is a misdemeanor punishable by 93 days in jail and or a fine of $500. However, this is a third offense. So now that it's a third offense, it gets moved up to a felony, which is punishable by up to 5 years and or $5,000 in fines. All right?
Got it, Judge. He's in for domestic violence, and believe it or not, this marks his third offense. At this point, it's hard to even sugarcoat it. He's a serious problem, a real danger, and a piece of work that keeps digging himself deeper into trouble. Every time he steps into a courtroom, you can almost see the pattern forming, the trail of repeated mistakes and bad choices. Let's pause for a second and see if the prosecutor agrees, because honestly, you can't help but wonder, is there any chance he's going to finally be held accountable, or is this just another step in the same old cycle?
Judge, this defendant has a highly assaultive criminal history. He actually was on probation, which I didn't know when I filled out the bond form, but he was on probation for felonious assault when he committed this domestic violence third offense. So therefore, I'm asking the court to deny his bond based on that and based on the fact that they are both violent felonies. And I believe he's a threat to the community. His criminal history, it's purely assaultive in nature. And like I said, he was on probation for a highly assaultive crime. So I'm asking you to deny bond. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Reed?
Yes, thank you. We would like to ask for, at the very least, a low cash bond so that Mr. Bloom can earn credit for time served in this matter. I do understand that he also does have that probation violation hearing, I believe maybe later this afternoon. If he did not already check in there, I believe that docket started at 1:30. And so I understand the prosecution's position, and I do understand that initially they were asking for a $20,000 cash or surety bond. And so we would just like to ask for a low cash bond so that he could begin earning credit for time served.
Anything further? All right, bond is set at $200,000 cash or surety.
What?
He said 200,000, Richard, and yeah, let's be very clear why. You're already out on probation for a violent assault, and now you've gone ahead and picked up your third domestic violence charge. Third. At this point, nobody in that courtroom is confused. I can see you're a danger to society. My viewers can see you're a danger to society. The prosecutor sees it, and the judge absolutely sees it. So the court wants to make one thing painfully clear. If you want the privilege of walking back out that door instead of sitting in a cell, it's going to cost you. And it's not pocket change. It's $200,000. Because the court is done pretending this pattern isn't exactly what it looks like.
I believe he does pose a risk to the community. He has a significant assaultive history.
Wow.
We'll set his pretrial, probable cause for July 21st. Obviously, he's not going to do a waiver. So July 21st at 9 o'clock, probable cause conference.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Anything further? Yeah.
Don't they have 14 days on a felony case to have preliminary examination within 14 days?
Oh my God, the date of this arraignment was July 12th, and his next court date, July 21st. To the math minus 21 minus 12, that's 9. 9, that's smaller than 14. Which apparently is a really big number for poor Dick Flute to wrap his brain around. Math is hard when your head's already lost in chaos.
That is within 14 days.
Okay, well, another thing is there was never a dating relationship here.
This is not the place to argue your case.
Okay.
This is an arraignment. You tell it to the judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the conditions, if you are released on bond, you're not to go to 9-8 in Ypsilanti.
Is that where you live, sir?
I went over there a couple days. She called.
Lot 91. I'm sorry, I didn't get the lot in there.
I don't want you to talk about the facts, sir. I just wanted to know if that was where you live.
No.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
There was no dating relationship. There was no. I didn't.
Okay, that's fine.
Look,
That's fine.
Mr. Bloom, let me talk. Okay? Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting there for a long time.
Damn, that's brutal, Judge. And let's be real here. You and I both know he's never going to come up with that $200,000 bond. Not a chance. Which means he's going to be stuck in that courtroom, or more likely, stuck in jail for a long, long time. No shortcuts, no miracles, just time ticking by while everyone else watches him finally face the consequences of his own mess.
You're not to have any contact with Tiffany Blaisdell or B-I-S-D-L. In the event that you are able to post bond, you are ordered to wear a GPS tether.
Okay, Your Honor. One more thing, Your Honor, and I'll be quiet. I'll go back. I'll do whatever you say.
Okay, it's your case. Go ahead.
Exactly. This is your case to lose, so by all means, go right ahead and keep talking. Incriminate yourself on the record, in real time, directly in front of the prosecutor, the judge, and everyone else who matters. Say it loud, say it confidently, Make sure it's crystal clear for the transcript. Let's see how that strategy works out for you when those words come back around later, because nothing helps your defense quite like handing the prosecution everything they need.
I didn't commit a crime here. She called me. to
Okay.
help
Talk about the
her.
facts of the case.
Okay, well, this needs to be
Mr.
said.
Bloom.
I know, but you do not need to say
Let
it
me
right
warn
now.
you.
I advise you to.
Ms. Reed is trying to,
I need to say this.
You really don't want to do that, because trust me, everything you say right now will almost certainly be used against you in a future court appearance. Every word, every excuse, every ridiculous claim, they'll all be on the record, just waiting to come back and bite you. Honestly, at this point, I should probably start a whole new series. Call it Snitching on Yourself in Zoom Court, starring none other than Richards and Ambers everywhere. Because watching them hand the prosecution the evidence themselves, that's prime entertainment, and apparently, they just can't stop doing it.
Your Honor.
well, you don't need to say this. Anything you say right now
That's
can
fine.
and will
That's
be
fine.
used against you at
That's
trial.
fine. I don't care. I don't care. She needs help. She needs help. She's,
The court
Ms.
cannot do
Reed,
anything
I think
about
we're
that.
done here unless you have anything
she's got
further.
warrants for her arrest, Your Honor.
Hold on, so you're not even snitching on yourself. No, you're snitching on the woman you were allegedly beating. Snitching is bad enough, but dry snitching, that's next level. That's when you rat someone out for zero gain to yourself, just pure spite. And that's exactly what's happening here. Richard's so furious that he can't hit this woman anymore that he's trying to punish her by dragging her name into this mess. No upside, no strategy, just pure angry chaos. Looks like we got a real winner on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up.
And she's an alcoholic.
Anything further
She can't
from your-
function
Law
without
enforcement will
alcohol.
handle that on their own. We do not need to discuss that here.
Yeah.
She
Please,
needs help. Okay.
that is
you-
not something we can address today.
I'm letting the court know that she needs help and you're.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank
You're
you.
denying her the help that she needs.
The court cannot do anything about that today.
You will be held accountable. You will be held accountable.
You got it, okay. All right,
You'll be-
we're all set, thank you.
You'll be held accountable, asshole.
See ya.
Bye, have a great time.
All right, folks, that's a wrap on today's chaos. The moral of the story: don't assault people, stop dry snitching, and seriously, don't be a complete idiot. If you enjoyed watching this train wreck, smash that like button. If you didn't, go ahead and hit dislike, but don't forget to drop a comment below and subscribe with notifications on, so you never miss the next meltdown. I'm Team Saju Shah, and I'm out.